talking about domain and range on graphs, but we've been talking about them on what's called discrete graphs. So that word is this, discrete. And discrete graphs are points, and we've been saying, well, the x value here is this, and the x value here is this, and the y value here is this, and so on, right? That's a discrete graph, right, where there's just points. Continuous graphs are lines. Sometimes they're curved lines, sometimes they're up and down, right, whatever it is, but continuous graphs are lines. And so the domain and range becomes a little bit more complicated because here, for example, I can't say, okay, well, the domain is -1 and 0 and 1 and 2, because the thing is that actually it includes all these points in between. So it's 0, but it's also 0.00001 and 0.00002 and 0.00003. And I'm not going to list all those numbers, and so we actually just need like a whole nother strategy to figure out domain and range on a graph that is continuous instead of discrete. So I'm going to use my color pens, right? So take out your red and either blue or purple pen. And let's start with the red. And let's start with the domain. Okay, so we're gonna call red domain for the whole worksheet. And so when I'm looking for the domain right now, I'm gonna use red to help me. Now look at the graph. Domain is the x values. So domain is along this axis. I want to know from where to where is my graph. And so I notice what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line along the left side. And I'm going to draw a line along the right side. Okay. Now notice my domain, my x values, are all the x values in between these red lines. All of them, right? Right here, that's an x value that's like -1 3/4, right? Right here, that's an x value -1/3, right? All of these are x values all along this line. So how do I say I want to include all the x values between -2 and 2? Well, here's how I do it. I say, okay, here's x, right? And here's what I know about x. It's got to be, it can be equal to 2, right? I can see here, like, there's a point right here at 2. And it can be equal to -2. But it can also be all these values that are less than 2. Right? Is less than 2. So like 1, right? It can be 1, it can be 0, it can be 1.5, which are less than 2. And it can also be, it can't be less than -2, right? That's over here. That's not what we want. We want it to be greater than -2. So we want, we can't use the greater than sign because it's switched, right? But we're going to open that, remember the alligator, right? We're going to open that mouth towards the x. So this is basically saying that x is larger than -2 and it's smaller than 2. So but the way you read this is -2 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 2. And this is basically saying that x is somewhere between -2 and 2. Now for the range, I'm going to use blue. And I'm going to go top to bottom because the range is the y value, the up and down value. So now the range, the y values, let's see, what's the y in between? The y is greater than, right? What's it more than? What is it? What's my bottom value? My bottom value is 1. And my top value is 5. And then I'm going to say, well, y is, it can be 5, it can be equal to 5, or it can be less than 5. It can be equal to 1, or it can be greater than 1. That's my domain and range. Okay. I'm going to do 2 more, and then you're gonna try. If you feel like you want to pause for a second and try this one, you can. Okay, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use color, right, to help me. I'm going to start with the domain. Domain is left to right. Okay? X values are left to right. So, I'm going to draw a line along the left so I can really see. This is where my graph ends, right? It's here, and it goes that way, but it doesn't go this way. That's the boundary of my graph. Here's a line along the right. So from where to where does that graph go? And my x right? Let's see. The highest value is 4, and the lowest value is negative 3. X is more than or equal to negative 3, right? I'm like opening that larger side towards the x. And it's less than or equal to 4. Now the range, which I'm using blue for, that range is that up and down value. And so I'm going to draw a line along the bottom of the graph. Right, and notice it hits the bottom here, it doesn't hit the bottom here, it doesn't matter. I'm looking for the minimum. And the minimum, the lowest point, right? We know that. And the maximum. And so this is the y value, right? We're always going to use these symbols. So what's the maximum? The top value is 2. And what's the bottom y value? Negative 3. I'm going to do one more graph. Right, again, if you want to pause and try it first, that's a good strategy. Domain. I'm going to draw a line all the way on the left. And all the way on the right. Okay, now, let's see. The largest value of x is 7. So x is less than or equal to 7. And the smallest value is 0. So x is greater than or equal to 0. Now the y values. This is a curve, right? Just like the circle, we just want to get the very bottom point on the graph. So that's here. So I'm going to draw that line, right? I'm using red and blue to sort of make a box around the graph. And my minimum y value is negative 2. And my maximum y value is 4. So I've done these. Now you try these 6. Okay? Use the examples. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and try those bottom 6.